This segment of Who Gave You a Podcast is very special.
Okay.
We're going to do this every episode, right? Hold me to that.
Let's get it.
This is called The Quiet Part Out Loud. And when me and CJ talk about the quiet part out loud, it's unpopular opinions.
Okay.
Something that hip hop feels that maybe the consumer doesn't feel.
Right.
And when I say hip hop, niggas from New York.
Of course.
Basically, that's primarily where it comes from. Or the super duper hip hop lyrical miracle.
Yeah.
MF Doom and no shout.
Yeah,
no, respectfully.
Yeah.
The MF Doom, Sean Price.
Yep.
Those type, right?
Or it can't even it necessarily, because when I thought about this, I thought about it from the perspective of an unpopular opinion that I am thinking currently that maybe those people wouldn't, or that maybe the general. So
right. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
We can flip it in reverse.
I see what you're saying.
So this is a segment we're gonna do, like you said, every episode. So I'm anxious to hear yours.
All right. The quiet part out loud.
Yep.
And I know I speak for all of my fellow Southerners, all of my Alabamians, all of my Mississippians.
Let's go.
AT aliens. AT aliens.
Let's go.
Mobb Deep is overrated.
Yeah, they're not gonna like that.
Mobb Deep is overrated.
They're not gonna like that.
CJ, I looked at today. It's called What Up Though Hip Hop. I think that's what it is.
They're gonna hate that.
And they named the 4 top duos, hip hop duos of all time.
Okay. Let me guess. Outkast.
They had Outkast on there.
UGK?
UGK was on there.
Clips
went on there, I don't think.
Obviously Mobb Deep.
Mobb Deep was on there. And it was somebody else on there. Matter of fact.
Yeah, who was the 4th? Because I'm trying to think. I mean, 8 Ball MJ. I know they didn't do 8 Ball MJG.
They didn't do them. Hold on a second.
I'm about to say, because I know they don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, it's called what?
Was it Dog Pound? Like, who else?
So they had, all right, so Mobb Deep, Outkast, EPMD.
Got you.
UGK.
Okay.
All right.
And you have a problem with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not even have a problem with that. It's more so the top 20, top 100 list, right? You'll have Mobb Deep be in the top 10.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mobb Deep will be in the top 10 and different people like that. And where I'm from,
yeah,
Mobb Deep
they didn't hit like that.
They ain't hit like that.
But see, that's that you said it. You said the magic phrase.
Yeah, yes. Where I'm from, they weren't like that.
Right.
But my thing is when you go, and I'm not saying they're trash.
Right.
Not at all.
It's just not your cup of tea.
Yeah, not my cup of tea. Havoc is a dope producer.
Yeah, he can't rap though.
What?
Rap. Shout out to Havoc. Havoc can't rap.
Havoc can't rap?
Nah, bro.
You don't think so?
I don't think so, bro. I think he be having the weaker verses.
I mean, that's true compared to Prodigy, but you don't think Havoc can rap?
I don't.
I think he can rap.
Nah, that's why people don't be tapping him for bars and shit. They tap him for beats.
For beats, yeah.
Beats hard.
You're right. I never heard nobody. Yeah.
Where's the Havoc Alchemist solo? Like, bro, they don't do that.
But for Mobb Deep to even be mentioned in the same sentence as Outkast is disrespectful to me.
Who would you put right there? You would swap them out for
8 Ball MJG.
But you can understand. 8 Ball MJG are like they're like underdogs though. Like they're not seen on a. They don't have hits the same way as Mobb Deep.
They got more hits than Mobb Deep.
Quiet Storm is a really big fucking song.
2 songs. No. Listen.
I love 8 Ball MJG. I'm from Tennessee.
Right. Quiet Storm and Shook Ones.
Those are 2 big ass songs.
I ain't gonna lie. They did have
that song was just okay though.
Yeah,
but I
step up in the club with one thing. That was dope.
That was okay.
And did they have another one?
They had a slow song with I think 112.
Did they?
I think so.
Okay, I forgot about Quiet Storm, but
that's big.
What I mean, okay,
those are 2 big hip hop records.
They are hip hop, but yeah, and listen, Mobb Deep did go to different coasts, of course, because that Shook Ones beat is classic. It is legendary.
Facts.
But compared to UGK, compared to Outkast,
it can't be all. You can't have the Mount Rushmore groups and they all South.
Why? I thought talent was talent.
I mean, it is. Listen,
it shouldn't matter about the coast, in my opinion. It's just about the talent.
Mobb Deep. I'm not a big fan of Mobb Deep. I'll be the first to tell you, but I can also understand, like, because I get this all the time when people talk about P, right?
Yeah.
Where I'm from. That was a movement. Like, you had to be outside to really grasp what was going on.
Absolutely.
People from New York would tell you the same. They'd be like, nigga, Mobb Deep was popping. Like, it was different.
That's true.
They kind of, their impact isn't felt from where we're standing.
From where we're standing, yeah. That's true.
That's true. So there's some truth in that. Now, Prodigy, again, I don't think Havoc can rap. And somebody let me know if I'm wrong. If Havoc is fire, give me the verse, give me the song. Because I may be sleeping. I'll leave room for that.
Okay.
Prodigy was cool. I like HNIC. I like Keep It Thorough. He got a couple of verses on like Nas records. So Prodigy, I thought was more talented. But as a group, I agree. If I'm being biased, I'm not having them in my top groups either. I'm putting Clips.
Because that's my thing.
Crucial Conflict.
Oh shit, Crucial Conflict. Now you tripping with Crucial Conflict. Now look, I ain't going that far. Shout out to Crucial Conflict though.
Smoking on some hay,
Smoking
baby.
on some hay. But what I'm saying, yeah, definitely do or die. But I'm saying, bro, like on these top 20, Mobb Deep just be going over Do or Die, which I enjoyed a lot more.
Do or Die don't even be on the list.
They even put them above Bone Thugs.
Yeah, see, that's rough.
Like that's ridiculous. 3-6 Mafia. They put them above them.
Yeah, that's.
And
I can't co-sign that.
And this is what I don't like to do. I don't like to when a group can be two, but I think duos are different from groups.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? So, but to put Mobb Deep above 3-6, Bone Thugs, the most influential rap groups
today.
Yeah,
I agree.
I just like I think, and that's what I'm saying. When people hear overrated, that means that they think that you're saying that they're trash.
Yeah, no,
they're not trash.
Yeah, no.
Okay, because I like Shook Ones, I like Quiet Storm, I like the song with Lil Jon, and I like some of their album they did when they was on G Unit.
There's a couple of joints on there.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, I just think that they're overrated.
Yeah, that's fair.
What's yours?
I'll say this because I took mine from a different perspective, and it was more